Hello everyone, Mila here, and welcome back to Persona 5 Royal Blind. I am back running New Game Plus, and this episode, and depending on how long it takes, potentially the next, will just be me going over the things that I did not do on my first time I ran through this, all in preparation to do the Royal content. So first, we got the twins here. I have been working on their confidant. I decided I will not be bothering to show that because there wasn't really anything to show. I want to worry about the stuff that actually passes time. The other confidants that I haven't done, I'm going to show that for sure. But hanging out with them, I only did it once in the entire playthrough the first time. So let's do it now. Second one.
What are you going to do today?
Alright, time to name the location. Justine, you do the honors.
No.
Listen closely. The place we wish to evaluate for your rehabilitation is one that many young people are said to visit. Here, one has the opportunity to view the fantasies of humans. Here there are a variety of fantasies available for perusal there, and all outside of a palace. How strange. Yes, these fantasies, they're cognitions of others given form. You'll undoubtedly support your efforts. Video games. Does location sound familiar to you? Well, if you know where it is, then escort us there immediately. Movie theater? Oh yeah, there's that too.
What'll you do?
You mean the movie theater?
Oh.
The what? The moving theater? That I mentioned the arcade, but yeah, you can't actually play games here. Is this place cursed to water the land or something?
Guide me, inmate.
We shall confirm our intel for ourselves. Either way.
Not bad for an inmate.
That was rather enjoyable, inmate. Don't underestimate the human imagination again. You may claim to have enjoyed yourself, but your screams told quite a different story to anyone who could hear. Must have been a horror movie. It's no wonder everyone mistakes us for elementary school students. Well, also look at you. You look really young.
Shut up!
It's only because of that thing jumping out of my face. And you were just as scared, Justine. It certainly was startling. The eyes and nose seemed to stretch out right at me. So, it was a 3D movie? I've been to one of those. They were actually really good. Yeah, it all began the moment I donned those black glasses. Yeah, I've been to a couple 3D movies. They're actually pretty good. The 3D effects were really nice. What exactly were those that we wore? Persona. 3D glasses. Oh, so there was some sort of a trick to the glasses? Yeah. But your own glasses are the normal ones, right? Your own attention wasn't wandering when we were caught up in the movie, was it? Why is it that humans even create such large and elaborate fabrications in the first place, though? Because real life is boring? Isn't the imagining of these things satisfying enough? Even dreaming seems like a superior pastime. Well, being able to take what you imagine in your head and show it to other people is just a really big deal and people love it. Why do humans go so far as to spend their money just to witness fictional events? Like the fictional events I am witnessing by playing this game. Unless they do escape reality. That is part of it. I mean, all of them look true. They wish to avert their eyes from the world they live in? What an unsettling answer. That is one of the things that people often use video games and movies and such for. You ask them, they'll tell you that. Escape, you say? That sounds rather human as well.
Don't tell me.
And how it allows people to just forget their problems, even for a short time. You wouldn't happen to be plotting an escape of your own, would you, inmate? Yeah, at the end of the game. No matter how much you might rail against it, you shall remain our inmate. Now, until I break free after you two fuse into Lavenza. Even the thought of such a foolish endeavor is pointless for you. How could that line of thinking be yet another avenue of escaping reality? What a pathetic fantasy. I bet you were thinking of blasting away the cell door, weren't you? Yeah, by rebelling against it. Don't even consider such crashness, Caroline. Crassness. Crashness isn't a word. If you were to attempt such a blatant jailbreak, either our master or ourselves would notice immediately. Oh, and how would you do it, Justine? I would use a spoon to dig a hole through the wall and conceal it with a poster of some distractive image. Blowing open the cell door seems more impactful. They used to plan that in one of the movie previews, correct? They really did a bazooka and went about blowing everything up, but you're not really gonna have a bazooka in jail. Any recaptured escapee is executed on the spot. Freedom or death are the only options for an inmate on the YAM. Suspense and excitement are necessary elements of any escape. Yeah, if you want to have a movie about inmates escaping, you gotta have suspense and all that stuff. You gotta have the authorities right after them and all that. Did you learn nothing from the movie, Caroline? Or are you simply enjoying yourself?
What?
Shut up! The inmate will settle this for us. Hey, tell us how you tried to escape. Did you blast the door or use a spoon? I'm not going anywhere. That is not the answer we are looking for at the moment. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter either. You can't escape us, no matter how sound you think your plan is. Well, yeah, but I already know what the end result is. I'm in New Game Plus. I've done it all before. I haven't done this event before. There's no harm in allowing yourself to fantasize a little bit every now and then. Indeed, today we learn more about the power of human imagination. Wonder such vile palaces plague humanity. You are hereby free to fantasize. I mean, how can you stop anyone? Well, keep it in check, inmates. Your job is to focus on your rehabilitation. Yeah, let's take down the fake Igor. That being said, here's your reward. Frey and Sai.
Now, let us return.
I believe that will be all for today. It is time to return. I escorted the twins back to the Velvet Room. Let's talk to the twins again.
What are you gonna do today?
Alright, just time to name the location. Justine, you do the honors.
No.
Listen closely. The place we wish to evaluate for your rehabilitation is where one hones the body and spirit. So, the gym? Trainees gather there to test and push their limits using various pieces of equipment. Yeah, the gym. I had not expected a rehabilitation facility on the side. As wardens, we must see such training for ourselves. Does such a location sound familiar to you? Well, if you know where it is, then escort us there immediately. Could be the gym in Shibuya.
What'll you do?
You mean the gym?
Let's go, inmate.
So you do have an idea of where it is. Then today you're getting a special training regimen.
Guide me, inmate.
If you don't keep up the pace, you will die. Ugh. Now, take us there at once. I've already unlocked the ability to fight you, but I'm not going to do that anytime soon. That's high-level stuff. So this is the training area, but I will be doing it. This is what you use to train? It's rather different from how I imagined it. Indeed. I imagined equipment here as more spikes and chains. No, that's hazardous. Hey, inmate, what's that? A bench for bench presses.
Okay.
That's a bench? And show us how it works. Aha! By lifting the weight, you strengthen your arm and chest muscles. But it isn't nearly enough for a real workout. You should increase the weight. No, you... They're probably going to put an overwhelming amount of weight on this. We will assist you with that. You don't just start with huge amounts of weight. You start small and then progressively get bigger. They're going to use their own weight. Now you can train to your heart's content. Yeah, he's noticeably struggling more than he did before now. It's too heavy now.
Shut up.
Quit your whining, inmate. Weight's not too heavy. You're just too weak. Now, what's that over there? Another body training device? Demonstrate its use for us. Oh, I see. You run on it to improve your stamina and strengthen your legs.
Marvelous.
What a fascinating contraption. Perhaps we should bring one to our room? We could force the imprisoned personas to run on it. Not a bad idea. By the way, what does this do? You're gonna speed it up, aren't you? Out of breath already? Still have quite a ways to go.
Okay.
Alright, on to the next one. You're pushing him too hard too soon! You can't do that when you're working out. You gotta start out slow, then progressively work your way up. Otherwise, you're just gonna hurt yourself. What is this bizarre object? Is that yet another tool for training? Hey, you interested in the wooden dummy? Normally I'd say it's not for beginners, but I did see you really sweating that out, so... Here, I'll show you how to use it.
Hey, inmate!
Your footwork's sloppy, inmate. Yeah, he does look like he's a bit awkward.
Inmate.
Focus more clearly. Concentrate the power in your strikes. Is that really all? You couldn't even defeat a stationary wooden post. Were we to try, it would be obliterated almost immediately. Well, yeah, Velvet Room attendants tend to be stupidly strong. They're the most powerful enemies in a Persona game. And that would include you too. Probably more like Lavenza, though. That's not the goal. You weren't trying to destroy it? So the real purpose is to polish your technique. That's a pretty roundabout method, but I do see how it works. I like how they see this stuff they don't understand, they've never seen it before, but they see it in action like, ah, I see what purpose this serves. This makes sense. As far as physical training goes, this place leaves much to be desired. But it is admittedly sufficient for your rehabilitation. Here's your reward. Apt pupil. Counter. It's been said that a sound mind requires a healthy body.
Don't complain.
This has been yet another step toward your rehabilitation. Keep training yourself just as diligently, inmate. Let's run the twins back to the Velvet Room. I was thinking about arranging the video so that I had just one chain of a particular thing going on at once. Like one confidant, just a chain of all of that, the one I didn't do for that one particular confidant. And I just happened to be doing the twins repeatedly, so it works out just fine.
What are you gonna do today?
On the named location, Justine, you do the honors. I wasn't actually planning on this, it just happened to work out this way. I've done all this, doing the twins back to back here.
Now.
Place we wish to evaluate for your rehabilitation is one where one offers up faith and words of devotion. A church. Every day, lost sheep flock there to pray. There are even cases where individuals will confess to crimes. Confessing one's crimes due to a fear of divine punishment. This is a familiar ring to our own inmates' rehabilitation. Does this location sound familiar to you? Well, you know where it is, and escort us there immediately. Hey, it sounds like a church. The church in Kanda.
What'll you do?
So, what'll it be? You mean the church?
Then.
Oh, so it's called the church? Let's witness this so-called faith that humans offer with our own two eyes.
Guide me, inmate.
Lead us there, inmate, now.
Oh.
Yeah, I personally view faith as the excuse people give when they have no evidence for their beliefs. So, this is where one prays to the gods in your world? The peaceful atmosphere here is the antithesis of a prison cell. Yeah? Is that man standing there one of the gods? No, he looks like a priest. Oh, so a servant of the gods. Yeah, as our priests are supposed to be. That explains why I don't sense any exceptional abilities in him. What is it over there? A smaller room? That would be a confessional. I've been in church plenty of times throughout my life. I don't believe any of it, but I've been there plenty of times. Mostly when I was a kid. I know. It's an Iron Maiden for reforming criminals, right? Whoever goes inside and fails rehabilitation gets skewered. No, that's where you confess your sins to the priest. That's how that works. And then he forgives you for them in the name of God. It's a confession booth. I've been in a confessional. You mean this tiny box is where the crimes are confessed? Yeah, that way it's just between you and the priest, no one else. That way no one else can hear it. This idea is supposed to be you're confessing your crimes to God, admitting like, hey, I did these things, please forgive me for what I did. Is something the matter? Hey you, we're here for the confession booth deal you have going here. Oh, you seek to confess? At such a young age? Well, they had me doing it when I went to a Catholic school. Alright, which one of you would like to go first? This is going to be weird.
What are you saying?
Which of us? Do you intend to split us up and pick us off one by one? No, that's how it works. It's supposed to be one-on-one. But I don't believe any of this has anything to do with anything, but I know how it works. No such luck. We're both going in. I see. You're free to do so, but there really isn't much room inside. Are you attempting some sort of deceptive practice by calling yourself a servant of the gods? You what? Listen to the people's concerns? This isn't a form of rehabilitation. Regardless, such talk is cheap, pays quite well. Yeah, they're always asking for money at churches, it's just a fact. We shall undertake this confession and ascertain the truth for ourselves. I'll see your confession. What to confess? It's probably unkind to kick the inmate, but it's part of my duties as warden, so that can't be held against me. Inmate? Warden? This is none of your business. We're speaking to the gods right now. So this is going to be really awkward for the priest. Recently, I've been shifting my more mundane bookkeeping responsibilities into Caroline.
What?
You what? I knew my workload was feeling larger for some reason. But she made so many mistakes in her work that I regret not doing it myself.
Excuse me?
Of course I make mistakes when I have nearly twice the work. Yeah. How about yourself, Caroline? Don't you have anything you'd like to confess while we're here? Like what? I know you went out and ate menchikatsu all by yourself. Did you really think you could escape my notice? Ick! I was curious about the line. Like, what could humans want so badly that it would stand in place for so long? No. Make it allow! Make it allow. Fine, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Confession time is over. We're done here. Odd as it may be, I actually feel quite refreshed. Honestly, when I went into a confessional all those years ago, so did I when it was done. I don't believe it actually does anything in reality, but I did feel better afterwards. Were it not for this opportunity, we have likely kept these matters locked away deep in our hearts. Have you righted your wrongs? That's your job, inmate. Know your place. By the way, why do humans pray to gods? Shouldn't they be spending time trying to solve their problems themselves? No, because, well, there's a variety of reasons for it. And I don't really need to get into that, because I might end up sounding like I'm attacking religion. Let's not do that here. It's a kind of support. Have you given up on taking care of your own issues? Perhaps you're the one who needs a change of heart. What would Joker's Palace look like? No matter, we've come to learn how these places of worship work firsthand. We'll consider the assignment complete. Here's your reward. Oh. You know, confessions seem like they'd be rather useful to your rehabilitation. You ought to confess to us every day. Put that out of mind, Caroline. Once we return, you're going to tell me all about your experience eating you-know-what. What? But I've already confessed! Not enough, you haven't.
Let us return.
Take us back now, inmate. More fun with the twins. There's nothing but the twins, but it'll be proper confidants soon.
What are you gonna do today? Now.
The place we wish to evaluate for your rehabilitation is somehow capable of simulating the ocean despite being indoors, so the aquarium. Rumor has it that sea creatures from all around the world have been gathered in this one place. What an incredulous claim, recreating something as vast as the ocean within a building. Incredulous, I should say. It'd be helpful if I would pronounce words correctly. Will such a location sound familiar to you? Well, if you know where it is, escort us there immediately. Could be the aquarium.
What will you do?
What'll it be? You mean the aquarium? Oh, an aquarium, huh? Guess we'll see how well it's recreated Mother Ocean.
Guide me, inmate.
Let us see just what humanity is capable of. Now, lead us there.
True.
These glass walls certainly make it appear as if we were walking along the floor of the ocean. That's the idea. It's my first time in this place, but it feels familiar to me somehow. It's all the blue. Such a superficial detail would not preoccupy us. The Velvet Room is very blue.
Know your place, inmate!
Don't act like you're some sort of expert, inmate. Let's continue inspecting the premises. There are a number of other exhibits we've yet to see. Even though this is the only one that's ever actually shown, it's all the same fish in all of them. So many different kinds of fish. No, it's all the same kind of fish. Look at every spot. It's the same fish all over the place. Yes, the semi-transparent floating invertebrates are quite fascinating. I believe they are named jellyfish. Yeah, with the description I was going to say it's a jellyfish. But I read the rest of the dialogue, and yeah. Those sea cucumber life forms are also very intriguing. Yeah, just don't take a sea cucumber and try to put it in your salad or anything. It won't work very well. Really? They only creep me out. The exhibit with the enormous fish was much cooler. The killer whale, if I remember correctly. Oh yes, they always got those around. What nonsense is this? The jellyfish are far more appealing. You could spread them on toast! No, the killer whale is clearly superior. Inmate.
Hey.
Settle this. Well, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen an orca in real life, but I have seen jellyfish. I have seen real jellyfish. Not ones in an aquarium, but ones in the actual ocean. I saw more dead jellyfish and live ones around, but I saw some live ones too in the same area. I like both of them equally. That was not a choice made available to you, which is why I picked it. Can't you do anything right, inmate? No, I can't. I said it before. If you want me to do something, I am going to do it wrong. Not because I want to, because that's just how I do things. It just ends up working out that way. I believe you've completed our inspection of the premises, correct? You've seen how oceanic life forms from all over the world have been gathered here by humans. Indeed, that raises a question, though. Why do humans go through the trouble of collecting other creatures and putting them on public display? Well, a lot of it's one and two, but I'm gonna say one. You admire nature. So they construct this chamber of concrete and glass, only to confine themselves in it alongside the creatures? Arrogance. They admire nature so much, they should just move to a rainforest. I still don't get you humans. Yeah, humans don't make any sense. There's a lot more I can say about that, but it wouldn't be a good idea for me to do that, so I'm not going to. Whatever the case may be, this assignment is now complete. Here's your reward. Because it would be a bad idea to get really political or religious here. Other than what the game itself throws at me. Alright, it's time to head back. A free penguin show will begin shortly at the exhibition stage. I'm sure you're going to want to see that. Please come and enjoy the performance. What is a penguin? Well, that's both right. A cute flightless bird. Go see the penguins, you two. You have no particular interest in such a display.
If I have to.
But does you look like you're dying to witness this, inmate? I'll tag along. You want to go see it. After watching the penguin show, I escorted the twins back to the Velvet Room. I said they'd be confidant soon. Time for Yusuke. I got him to rank 5 my first playthrough. He's rank 5 now, which means it's time to work on rank 6. All I have to do now is wait, but a nerve-wracking time.
By the way,
Meanwhile, I'm here to observe the public and attempt to refresh my mind. You need something? Yes. Myself a wealth of free time if that is your decision. I don't need to read all that again, really. Go stronger soon, but... Spend time with Yusuke? Yes.
I'm in your debt.
I owe you one. Seems the answer may have been right under my nose the whole time. You'll see soon enough. Follow me. Back to Madarame? This place has not changed in the slightest. Why are we here again? Truth is, despite my best efforts to convey the meaning of the heart, I am no closer to understanding it. Such a troublesome roadblock never presented itself to me while I was living here. As you know, I spent most of my young life in this very house. Yeah. That is why we have come now. I wish to reevaluate myself within its decrepit walls. I'm just gonna go in. By coming to this place, I may be able to rekindle the passion for art I once held. The passion of an inquiring mind on the hunt for pure beauty before I learned of Madarame's foul nature. Yeah, the person you were before you found out Madarame is an evil piece of... Yeah. It won't open. No, I surely left it unlocked.
How could this be?
What? The door has jammed? I suppose it was quite an old door to begin with. It had begun to rust even while I was a people here. It seems now it is finally broken. Force it open. I doubt you will be able to force your way through here. You need to have a steady hand if you wish to fix it. I think I'll be able to fix the door with my current proficiency. Yeah, it's maxed out. I hope so.
Oh.
Goto, are you capable of fixing it? You never cease to amaze me. I didn't know that.
Let us be off. I see.
Police confiscated everything. As you would expect. You know, I lived here not long ago, yet it feels almost like the distant past at this point. I know how that is. Being here has brought back memories, though. Whenever I acted out of line, I was made to sit calmly in this corner. And over here was a bookshelf filled to the brim with various tomes. It contained art compilation books for the most part, but there were a few manga tucked away as well. At times, I would take a break from my art to hide and read them. This is also where we would gather to eat when the atelier still had a large pupil count. Sensei is particularly fond of salty food, so... Sensei? What am I saying? I was about to say that. Why are you calling him Sensei still? Why do I still treat him as my mentor? How long will I allow him to control my life? You okay? Yes, my apologies. The truth of the matter is, you're not getting any points here, Joker. You are doing terribly. I used to paint in this room, and I did it simply for the joy of painting, so you Bob Rossed it! No matter what I took as my subject, my hands would move of their own accord to capture its essence. Yeah, I've done that with back when I was trying to write things. I would have issues, like I got an idea of what I want to write for this scene, but I have no idea how I'm actually going to write it. And then I just end up writing it. I don't know where it comes from. It just suddenly I got a scene. I didn't expect I'd be able to write it, and then I suddenly have it. Back then, I only saw the superficial beauty of the world. I could not see the grime beneath. Yeah, you gotta look at it all. After learning the truth behind Madarame's actions, though, everything's changed. I strove to fight back against the newfound ugliness I saw, to display my talent to those who mocked me. I needed to do whatever it took to validate my artistic ability. In that search for meaning, darkness took a hold of me. Yeah, you're trying to push it too hard.
How could this be?
Ultimately, I began to emulate that which I had so deeply despised in Madarame. You know, Boss told me something very interesting when I was staying with you that one night at LeBlanc. He said he didn't believe Madarame took me in for my skill alone. I suppose now that I think about it, there was no way to know whether or not I would have been talented. Makoto, why do you think Madarame decided to take me in? Yeah, when you were that young, there was really no way to know. Maybe he was sympathetic somehow. So we return to matters of the heart yet again. Now, despite the fact that he just essentially killed your mother through inaction, he didn't physically kill her or anything like that, you know. But yeah, there could be things like that. He may have somewhat felt bad. It truly is a mysterious beast, isn't it, though? There's one mysterious thing, it's the heart. Even after learning the ugliness of his true nature, part of me still believes in my former mentor. It's been your whole life. It's hard to just drop things immediately. I simply cannot come to terms with the stark dualities presented to me. There really is something I'd like to bring up here, but it would be a bad idea. So I'm not going to. The humble house and that loathsome palace, the kind teacher and the fiendishly deceptive artists. It seems even the workings of my own heart are inexplicable. What, then, of my search for pure beauty? Hello? Is someone there? I'm coming in.
This is a problem.
Could this be the police? Could that be the police? Ah, I was wondering who could have been in here. You're the man from the exhibition? Indeed. Thank you for our conversation back there. More importantly, though, why are you here? I couldn't help but notice the door was open on my way home from work. Are you perhaps still caught in your slump?
Yes.
How do you know about that? I know a great deal about you, Yusuke-kun. You made a name for yourself by patterning your work after the beautifully detailed Sayuri. But that painting at the exhibition was quite different from that. Have you begun trying out new styles? Yeah, he was the guy that told you you needed a lot of work, but he was also interested in what you had. If you'd like, I can advise you. Materials, themes, etc. You seem as though you could use a helping hand right now. Most of your painting was done while living in this residence, correct? Your current lack of patron must be what is holding you back. Please, take my card. You made a living investing in promising young... I've made a living investing in promising young artists like yourself, Yusuke-kun.
Oh.
Director of the Japanese Art Support Foundation. Akio Kawanabe? He's a wannabe, according to his own name. But why have you chosen me? You criticized me so harshly back at the exhibition. Because I feel you have talent. Now, my foundation can provide you an environment that will allow you to focus on developing your skills. If such a lifestyle interests you, we can talk further at a later date. As for today, I have business I must attend to. I hope to hear from you soon. You've just been scouted, Yusuke.
Yes.
The Japanese Art Support Foundation. My opportunity may have finally arrived. Yeah. it was all because you opened that door for me. Literally. It seems good luck is simply a characteristic of yours. I have a high luck stat, yeah.
I'm in your debt.
You have my thanks, leader. Especially with the persona I have equipped right now. Chance to secure status ailments inflicted upon party members. That's that one now.
All right. Shall we return home?
I must be going now. I'll like to think on this some more. I actually had this guy in my party when I was finishing Futama's Palace again.
See you.
I apologize, Mikoto. I lost my composure today. The emotions I felt in that house still remain with me within me to this day. Yeah, like I said, you can't just get rid of that. That was your whole life. You can't just drop it. It doesn't work that way. I do think it's a good thing I was able to realize all this. By the way, that gentleman, Kawanabe, was it? What's your impression of him? He seems reliable. Yes, considering he was able to instantly pinpoint my weakness, he certainly is no ordinary man. So you gotta watch out for that guy. He'll attack your weaknesses and score critical hits every time. In this case, critical hit to your art ability. And to think such a man has faith in my talent. As someone with neither a home nor a patron, I couldn't ask for a better offer. Yeah? On top of that, I may be able to find a way out of my slump once I can fully focus on drawing. Yeah, when I was writing, oddly enough, when I ended up in my own slump, writer's block and all that, it was a game about a guy with it was a game about an author with writer's block that actually got me to start writing again. In any case, this deserves serious thought. I may come to you for advice again. I'm pretty sure I probably mentioned it before, too. It was Alan Wake. Time for some fortune! I know I said at the beginning that this might be like this and the next video, but obviously, as long as this is taking, this is going to be the next several videos, just catching up on everything I haven't done.
I'm going to shrivel up.
There's a lot I want to tell you. Please take a seat. You gonna hang out with her? Yes.
Thank you.
Great. Let's see. For today, I have a lot to show you today.
Here we go.
Oh, look. Mental training for sports. Oh, and building a successful business from the ground up. I even have a book about the secret to being a good listener. It was written by a hostess from a club in Ginza. Speaking of which books to bring took me half a day. I have tons more back home, though. I started using these as reference materials for the advice I give to my clients. This way, I can suggest new alternatives instead of leaving them resigned to their fates. Such a hard worker. Of course! After all, I need to be able to advise my clients on their future selves. Anyway, what I really want to tell you is that I've arrived at a new fortune-telling philosophy. Those with strong convictions can, in fact, change fate. And as for the people I sold holy stones to, I've started reading their fortunes free of charge. Oh, well, good. I'd like to return the money they gave me too, but, what, you spend it all? Yeah, did you spend it all? Am I interrupting?
What?
Yokota-san? It's been a while, maiden. What are you doing here? The chairman asked that I come see how things are going. And who are you? That's my apprentice. I haven't actually introduced him to the chairman yet. You're telling me you're so busy you needed to hire an apprentice? Yes, he's been a wonderful help. I see. I guess I should have expected such great foresight from you, maiden. Now then, I should be going. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry you had to see that. So you've been giving him money? Or the chairman or whatever? Maiden? That's, well, a nickname of sorts. Anyway, it's a private matter, Sukino-san. Nothing you should concern yourself with. Wait, are you perhaps worried about me?
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so touched, honestly. Yeah, I want to know what's going on with you. My luck really improves when you're around, Sukino-san. I know. In return for that, I'll predict your luck whenever you want. Oh, my luck. Deepens your bond with a confidant of your choice. Well, that could be useful.
All right.
Oh,
It's already so late. Not that we're here for very long. This time instantly passes whenever you hang out with someone. Let's close up for today.
goodbye.
Good night, Sukino-san. Alright, Yusuke, I am back for more.
By the way,
Came to see you. Do you remember Director Kawanabe of the Japanese Art Support Foundation? Yeah, the Wannabe. The man who offered his support to me at Madarame's house. I would like your assistance with him. You have time to spare? Yeah. You spend time with Yusuke? Yes.
thank you.
That would really help me out. I find it quite suspicious that we'd offer money to a mere high school student like myself. Well, if he's scouting you, then, you know, he wants your art, so he could sell it to make money. I'm grateful for his offer, but I am unsure of what to do. Try calling him.
Indeed.
Yeah. Must cling on to any semblance of hope I can find in this world. Very well, I will call him. He says he is willing to meet with me this very instant. I would appreciate it if you could join me, Makoto. Yeah, this very instant mean he would be there immediately, just instantaneously. He would just teleport to you. But he's not there, so he lied when he said he'd be there this instant. Your presence can help ease my societal discomfort, as well as diffuse the temptation of money. Furthermore, your composure will allow you to tell if he is truly attempting to scam me.
Let us be off.
Kawanabe-san is waiting for us at the sushi bar. I already told him that you will be coming, so let us go. Come, I've ordered your portion as well. Please eat freely. Now, you're eating freely because you're paying for it, right? Before that, there is something I would like to ask. Just who are you? An interesting question. My work involves gallery management. My hobbies are diverse. The Foundation is but one of those hobbies. Broadly speaking, we're responsible for scouting and nurturing talented youth involved in the art world. I did say he was scouting you. We offer free scholarships, mediate study abroad programs, and we also connect young artists to customers. At a time, even Madarame participated in our organization. Sensei? I mean, Madarame? Yeah, you gotta get over that, Yusuke. Indeed, a good many benefited from his time working with us. We were aware of the dark rumors about him, but we could never have seen his confession coming. Like, we were aware there was rumors, but we didn't have any evidence of it, and then suddenly his confession, and yeah. I suppose it's likely he was deceiving us that whole time. Yeah. Madarame, to think I once relied on his teachings, called him my mentor. You didn't know. You had no way of knowing. You kept it well hidden from everyone. This is all because of him. It is his fault I can no longer view paintings with a pure heart. In the past, simply the desire to paint led me to seek beauty. But now, I find myself constantly weighed down by the search for awards, the praise of others. Yeah, Madarame influenced you to seek validation for your art instead of just art for the sake of it. An ugly attachment has fashioned itself upon my work. I can no longer paint how I used to.
How could this be?
My art is tainted. I see. However, it would be wasteful to let your talent dry up. And I never got the chance to look at whatever talents I may have had, so any talents I may have had have been completely wasted at this point, due to my age and my complete lack of opportunity and funding to actually do anything. Our foundation would gladly support you. Not only a former student of the infamous Madarame, but someone with those looks. There's definitely a market for you. They'll sell you as the tragic, handsome artist. What do you mean? As he said, I am wondering the same thing. Yeah. Exactly as it sounds. Having your idea stolen by Madarame, losing a place to live, hungry for food. An unstable air about you makes for the perfect tragedy. You're just looking to make money off of him. I mean, as expected. A story like yours will sell even to those who don't understand art. Story? Yeah, like wrestling. You know, you get a backstory for your character and all these rivalries and all this other stuff. Just in order to sell you in order for the company to make money. If you don't have one in the modern climate, nobody will even mention your name. Don't worry, we'll handle the details. But in return, you must sell your work through my gallery. Yes, we'll take care of that, but in return, you must make me rich. We'll take a mediation fee, but you'll be granted steady revenue and a nice customer base as well. Do not mock me.
How foolish.
Tragedy, looks, story, those have nothing to do with art. Well, I mean, looks do if you're painting because how your art looks, but I know that's not what you're talking about. In the end, this is only about money, that which taints pure beauty. How immature. Excuse me? It seems you haven't learned anything after all. You're not looking at reality objectively. Is wealth really that horrible? Well, depending on how much you have and how you get it, because if you step on everyone else, like underpay them and overwork them and all that like companies tend to do, then having that wealth is horrible. And accumulating so much, there's no way you can spend it within several lifetimes, but you still want more? Yes, that wealth is horrible. And beyond that, how long will you continue to chase those illusions of yours? Purity? Art?
I decline.
Shut your mouth! I reject your offer! I thought you of all people would have the resolve to use art to make a living. I have that resolve. However, I also believe such a life should only come via proper assessment. In that case, I have an opportunity for you. Like, yeah, I'm willing to sell my art to make money, but I want to do it because people like my art, not because someone else is doing it to make money off of me. My foundation will soon be holding a competition for young artists from around the nation. The prize shall be our support. We'll bring customers from around Japan to see the next great talent. There'll be a great deal of pressure on you should you enter, or perhaps are you too afraid? Yeah, that's the kind of thing you're looking for. You want to earn the support of the people by having them be actually genuinely wanting to buy your art, not because of someone else, but because of your art.
What did you say?
I wonder if you have what it takes to withstand a skill-based assessment of that magnitude. I'll look forward to finding out. Now then, seems there's no use in any further discussion. You can have them send a bill to my office.
You are unforgivable.
That avaricious bastard. AKA that greedy bastard. Avarice, greed. Why is it that all artists talk about is money, money, money? Has the true meaning of art been lost? The truth is within you. Mikoto,
Yes.
you're correct. My passion can change the world. However, I would starve to death without money, yeah. Passion alone may fill my heart, but it cannot fill my stomach. What a troubling predicament. Yeah, you don't want to do all this stuff for the money, but you need the money. Yeah. Kind of a conflict there, but that's simply how life is.
You have my thanks.
Anyhow, I am quite glad that you chose to accompany me here. I may have bit my tongue off in anger, had it been only me. In other words, you are a soothing force in my life. Oh, I can use card duplication and creation on the spot. I did use duplication once, but only once.
All right. Okay. Okay.
I will partake in Kawanabe's exhibition. I'm going to display my ability and prove him wrong. Go for it, Yusuke. Come, let us go home. Actually, we should eat first. The sushi has done nothing wrong, after all. No, it's just sushi.
Let us return home.
Now then, let us head off. The only thing the fish did wrong is, well, get caught so it can be eaten. I've eaten plenty of fish in my life. Makoto, I need a pep talk. It's good that I'm sitting in front of the canvas when my emotions are hot. The lingering taste of sushi has me utterly distracted. Not only that, I allowed Kawanabe to pay for it all. Tainted, after all. I'm a petty sellout, slave to the power of money. It's not a crime to enjoy sushi. I suppose that sushi was truly delicious. But it didn't list a price for some reason. If you gotta ask the price, you can't afford it. I can only imagine it was quite expensive. Certainly, sushi can be a form of art, when it is prepared with such care and artisanal craftsmanship. If I'm being honest, I still feel doubts about my work. I may end up embarrassing myself again, but even then, I must express myself. That's what art is all about, right? Your support in this would mean the world to me. Goodbye for now. Yeah, and I'll be saying the same thing.
Rain, huh?
This video's gone on for long enough. So, next time, and until this is all done, I will continue to be catching up on things I missed on my first playthrough. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
It's not a cave, I'm not a